Hello, my name is Tracy Allen, and I want to welcome you to Cooking with Some Friends. Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. I'm putting some chicken in the oven for supper, and I've already got a vegetable in the oven. We're going to do a potato that I can bake, and so everything's pretty simple tonight. But I'm going to do some cracked chicken tenders in the oven, and these take about 20 to 30 minutes in the oven. It just depends on how big your chicken tenders are. But the first thing I did was preheat my oven to 375, and then I lined a baking sheet with some foil, and then I put a cooling rack on top of that and sprayed it. And then I took my chicken tenders and I put part of a package of ranch seasoning on both sides. So I've already put some on the other side. And then on top of this, I'm going to reserve a little bit of this seasoning. I'm going to put a half slice of cheese and a half slice of bacon. So I have some cheddar cheese slices that I'm going to put over each one of these. And I have bacon slices that will go over each. Scoot that one just a little bit. So I've cut my bacon strips in half. I'm going to put these over the top. I'll do one row and then I'll show you what comes next. And then I'll use the rest of my ranch and I'll put that over the top of each one. And then they're ready to bake. And that is all there is to cracked chicken tenders. Hello everyone and welcome to Cooking with Some Friends. Family just stopped by and they had to leave, and so we're going to do a quick supper. We're going to grill some steaks, but I'm also, as a side dish, going to do some loaded sliced baked potatoes. And so I took about 3 potatoes that I had left over, and I cut those. I washed them, dried them, and then cut them into wedges that were about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch thick, and put some parchment on my cookie sheet and preheated my oven to 375. And I'm gonna brush both sides. I did the back side already, but I want to brush both sides with oil, and you can be really generous with this. And then I'm going to add salt and pepper. Then I'm going to put these in the oven to bake. They need to bake until they're starting to get tender, and that'll take about 25 minutes or so. And then I'm ready to come back and actually add the bacon and the cheese and the things that make it a twice baked potato slice. So get all my oil on. I have my silicone brushes, but I like my other one so much better. I'm gonna add some pepper. And some salt. And then put them in my preheated oven for 25 minutes. I baked my potatoes for the 25 minutes, and then I brushed them. I had made the bacon that's going to top these when they're all done, but I reserved the drippings from the bacon in my pan, and I'm brushing that on both sides. I've already brushed the other side of the potatoes, and then I'm going to put them back in the oven at 375 for another 10 minutes. And you really want to get that bacon flavor in your potatoes, so you don't want to miss getting one of them covered. I don't know about you guys, but I save my bacon drippings anyway because I use them when I fry potatoes or want to make some things that adds that extra flavor. Okay, so I'm going to put these back in the oven for 10 minutes. When they come out, then I'm going to sprinkle them with that bacon that I cooked and crumbled. I have a combination of about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning, but I also like to add a little bit of seasoning salt, and you can put green onions on the top of these when they're done, but since we're not big onion people, I like to put just a little bit of onion powder in my spice mix. So I have that mix, and then I have 2 cups of cheddar cheese, and you can use a combination of cheeses if you like to, just to add the flavor. But I have some different cheddars here that I'm going to use. So I'm going to put these back in for 10 minutes, take them out, put the bacon, seasoning, and cheese on, put them in about another 5 just to melt that cheese, and then they're ready to go. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our seasonings on our potatoes. And then we will do our bacon. And I scooted all mine towards the center just because it's easier when it's time to start putting your bacon and your cheese so they're not so spread out. And last but not least, our combination of cheeses. And it really comes out to be about 2 cups of cheese. Okay, this goes back in the oven for 5 minutes or until your cheese melts, and then it's ready to go. Thanks for joining us for this session of Cooking with Some Friends. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And find us on Facebook at Cooking with Some Friends.